ethically bad, I probably can't get that angry. So probably not. I might check it out.
Let's check it out.
I'll probably check it out. Let's do Black Hat.
In your review of Alaska, the part where they use the mother's head and was teasing the cub, you said that was like, I mean, that was shocking. Like, that was probably one of the most shocking things I've ever seen in one of your reviews, and I thought it was horrible when it made me cry. But through your reviews, what was probably the most shocking piece of, like, a scene that you've ever seen as you were reviewing?
The rock biter singing.
Born to be wild.
What was the most disgusting? That's a pretty good one. Honestly, I just have Twilight in my head. Just morally, ethically
well, I just
wrong.
mean like you're nostalgic.
Yeah, I know that nostalgic. Alaska's a very good one. A lot of the, again, just a lot of stuff in the Garbage Pail Kids movie. I do just think of it as a whole, just as a revolting, you know, like the little kids taking out a knife and threatening people. I mean, that I really didn't like, though I don't think I went on and on about it. I don't know, what else was I'm trying to think of the moments where I, just leave my jaw open.
Oh,
Bear balls.
The Legend of the
Bear balls.
the flying dolphins in the Legend of the Titanic.
No, I'm thinking. I know what you're saying. You're talking about like ethically bad.
Yeah,
like actual shocked that this is in the movie.
Yeah, and like the people actually acted it out.
Oh, the Milk Money was pretty good.
Oh God. Oh God.
Because the fact they're trying to make this like a family comedy, and they're talking about stuff that's just like. Again, this is my exact same problem with the new Twilight, is that, no, you're not talented enough to talk about this, and you don't know where you're going, and you don't know what you're talking about, and you're going to try and write this for younger people. It's like that, anything that's trying to be written for younger people, and they're talking about a subject that younger people are not fully going to get, or is very challenging. It's challenging for adults, and now we're going to write it for younger people, and you don't know what you're talking about. That's where I get really angry. Because it's like, it takes some balls to say, if you're going to do it, you do your research, you find out about it, you do it right. Because you do not want to get some of this stuff wrong, because it's some sensitive stuff. And even sometimes, like with Ask That Guy, like I'll do some really shocking jokes and stuff like that, but the joke is he's an idiot. I mean, that's where the joke comes from, is that he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's actually mocking people who don't know what they're talking about. So that's my tap dance on that. But I believe it, too. I really do. I already got a question for you, actually. Stu, person with the glasses, mind reacher.
Me. Okay, when did you sort of realize the whole that guy with the glasses nostalgia? When did you realize it was really becoming a thing, and people were really taking notice and liking it?
It's, actually, I remember the exact point. Is Mike Machad, the CEO of Channel Awesome, he's the one that really made this what it is. I did the videos, but he turned it into a website, a community. Like, he was the one that thought up to bring other reviewers on board is a great idea, and to do forums. I would never think of this stuff. And he would just always contact me, be like, yeah, now you're in, now you're in Britain, now you're in Canada, you're getting views here and here, and every once in a while I'd just be like, where are we getting views now? Oh, we're getting them here, here, and here. And one day I said, where are we getting views now? He said, the question is, where are we not getting views? And I thought, that's friggin' awesome. In terms of, like, when did I realize, like, it's a huge thing or something like that, I guess that point, but at the same time, I think it's very important to never let it fully hit me. I don't, like, there is a responsibility to the fame you have, but at the same time, you never want to think you're above other people. I'm very good at realizing that, because I'm so stupid in so many other things, and I'm very naive in so many other things. But I think it's, you have to accept the responsibility for it, because these are fans, these are people, these are what are getting you money and having you do what you love to do. But at the same time, you should never feel like you're above them or you're better than them or anything like that, because I started from anyone else, just a schmuck doing this as a hobby, and everyone just enjoyed it and loved to laugh at it. So a lot of it was luck, and I can't forget that. So let's do another question. Yes, Redhead and Beck.
I was wondering if you've ever heard of the movie called H.P. Lovecraft's The Tomb.
Oh, what's it called?
The Tomb.
The Tomb?
Yes.
H.P. Lovecraft.
H.P. Lovecraft. I have not.
You should totally do a review on it. It's really
Is
bad.
it nostalgic?
Kind of.
What year?
I think it was made in, like, it's not really nostalgic. It's like very early 2000. So
maybe
like,
if it's at 2000, that's sort of the cusp I like to. I like to do a 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
If it's around there, maybe. I've never heard of it.
I'm just saying because it's so bad and it's so poorly done. Like a girl's walking around with like a compound fracture, totally fine on her leg, and something about them having to like nail people to coffins, and there's like this random fat guy running around on a beach, and then a guy on a horse. And
I'm on
then
the horse.
Lucas, yeah.
in like certain scenes, you can actually see that they use rubber weapons, and you can actually see price
Does
tags
it like
on
wiggle
certain
like
things.
that?
Yeah, it does.
Like that around with the rubber icicles and love that. Crazy up.
You
Oh,
basically
yeah, and
just
then they actually mix the makeup up. Like one girl has a black eye in one eye, and then you'll see in another scene they switch eyes, and then it's like sometimes it's smaller than the other side, and then
It's like a Mel Brooks film. The hump keeps moving.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. It sounds like something might be better for like a cinema snobber and Pierce Lupa, possibly.
Yeah.
That sounds a little bit more up their alley, but I might check it out. It might
Yeah.
be along my lines too. So I'll take a look at it. Yes.
You already answered half this question. What is like?
What is the other half then?
Well, what is the year range of the movies that you review?
It used to be like 99, but I moved it up to 2001 because I did sort of forget there was a really big abundance of bad movies that came out between 2000 and 2001. So I sort of moved it up to that.
So like, what's the starting point like?
The starting point, usually 80s, like 1980s. It has to be something that, for the most part, people know, or at least I have some understanding of. I don't want to go into something totally cold. Like even Pokemon, the first movie, even though I never watched Pokemon, I knew what it was. I had a general idea of how it works, so I could talk about it. That's one of the reasons I wouldn't do something like Digimon, which, I'm sorry, there is no video coming out.
Aww.
It's just, go, let the government know. The reason I would never do Digimon really comes down to the fact that just I know nothing about it, and I know nothing about anything. And to do a show, you have to watch like the whole show to properly represent it. I don't want the time to do that, and I just wouldn't be the proper representative of it. So, but yeah, to answer you, it's sort of like 1980 to like 2001, roughly around there. So yeah. Let's do someone I haven't heard from yet. Anyone over here just want to do share? I haven't heard from you.
Yes, your inspiration for Chester A. Bomb, I can't help but notice that there's a lot of parallels between that and Baldric from
Blackadder.
Did you ever get any inspiration from that, or is it just a coincidence?
Oh, I got a lot of inspiration from Blackadder just in general. I wasn't thinking of that for the Bum, but I can see that as sort of just how gross he is and how pathetic he is and how the various random objects he lives in. So, not directly. I mean, I wasn't drawing inspiration from that. I always thought Chester A. Bum sounded a lot like Bill Murray from Caddyshack, actually. I always thought everyone was just going to be, well, that's just Bill Murray from Caddyshack. But surprisingly, not too many people ever say that, or maybe they think it, but they don't bring it up. So, yeah, I don't know why. I just loved doing that voice, and he was very easy to write material for. Whenever I do something at a con where like I go around as a character, like the Bum's always the easiest because he's just always so cheerful, and it's very easy just to play down someone how sad their life is. Like he's so happy about it, and he's gonna be amazed by everything. So that's always really easy to write for. Let's see, who else haven't I heard from? Yes, Yellow Shirt.
Do you think you would review the Angry Video Game Nerd movie? I've been thinking about that for a while. I thought it'd be funny if you actually did that when it comes out.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's still gonna be a bit before it comes out, but we'll see. Be a funny idea. Yeah, just might. Did I hear from you yet? I don't think I did.
I don't think so. Some of these fall into the range of movies that you do review. Some of them do not. But are you ever going to review any of the Disney sequels that...
The Disney sequels.
Oh, boy.
No, but something I'm going to do, I'm going to do as myself. I'm not going to do as nostalgia create. I'm sort of ripping off James's Monster Madness a bit for December. I'm going to do all the 2D animated movies. just sort of my general opinion about them, because I really like the Disney 2D animated movies. I like talking about them and comparing them and stuff like that. Unfortunately, because there is so many of them, I can't really fit in the sequels. So probably not, but you never know, because there are some doozies. Maybe I can fit one or two in there at some point.
I have another doozy that it definitely falls out of your range, but this movie deserves it. The